bleeding. You're bleeding.
Let's pin Kuti's mother on JJ.
So from the comment I've been getting from Wura, I can see that I am not the only person that is excited to watch Wura on Showmax. Like, I have watched this series, and I've just been saying, why exactly is this movie not being heard of? Like, why is it not trending? I've gone on Twitter, I have searched on Twitter, and the footnotes I get on Twitter was not just encouraging. I said, you know what, let me just come, as in, based on my family members that people are, and actually asking people whether people are watching this movie. And I'm happy. Like, if you see the way I'm excited, you think I'm actually the producer of this movie. I don't know this movie from anywhere. I just saw their ads on television and decided to watch Wura, and hey, I can tell you free of charge that it's not a mistake. I never made a mistake deciding to watch Wura. So welcome to our YouTube channel. How you're doing? Hope you're doing great and hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I make a post. Now see, this week I mean, a whole lot has happened this week, and in my head I'm like, hey, like, see, at the point in time I feel like they're dragging it, like they should just bring it to an end. But at the point in time, like, no, they shouldn't bring it to an end. I don't want it to end yet. Like, I've not seen something I can substitute it with. So in case you know what I can substitute Wura with, that is in case it ends, let me know in the comment section, because I now know that I have people that we relate, like we know what we want, we can relate together. So in case you have any movie recommendations, series recommendation, I'm more of a series person though, so if you have any recommendation, please leave it in the comment section, because so that I can actually feel in myself when Wura ends. Now let's talk about this week, because I don't think it will be possible to be putting out every day, like reviews on every day, because they get to show it Mondays to Thursday. I don't think I can be doing Monday review, Tuesday review, Thursday, Wednesday review, and then Thursday review. So I think I'll just leave it. After a whole week, I'll just come and review it. So now let's talk about this review. So this week we have seen that Wura has been arrested. If you don't know, I don't know whether I said it in my last video, but when Wura was trying to launch her new gold, and she was trying to praise Tumini that, oh, Tumini has actually gained from this whole mining thing. She lost her dad and now she's working with the mine. And then I love the courage Tumini had and said, you killed my father, so I don't know what you're talking about. Can you tell us the reason why you killed my father? And then we now see Wura trying to explain herself, like, I did not kill your father, that is Grief talking right there. And people were just wondering, like the guests were just wondering, even media, they were there, so they were just wondering what exactly was playing on. So she now said, you killed my father. And then the next day she was even having that whole conversation with Wura was having that conversation with me. Next thing we see police people coming, and to crown it all, that her guy, that her G, that main police guy that's always behind all the crime she perpetrates, that's always covering up for her, that's always revealing whoever wants to come against her, was the same person that actually arrested her. In my head I'm like, you see this life, a person that is eating with you will be the person to stab you at the back. Like, the guy had the effrontery to even come and actually arrest her. And then next thing is that she's telling her nephew, what's the name of that guy again, JJ, call my husband, like this thing cannot happen, why are they arrested? And next thing is that I heard the husband say, I ordered the arrest, and that's how they arrested her. Yes, they've arrested her. Definitely you don't expect that the family will be cool. Her son, her daughter actually attacking their daddy, because based on, why would you arrest mommy, how can you believe what she says? And then the father was just trying to explain that, see, this thing, my hands are tied. Basically Tumini came to me and said, if the father does not arrest the mother, that she's going to go to the media. And based on the fact that people have known him for his integrity and all of that, he didn't want to watch he doesn't want that to just let go, because that means the family is going to lose all around. Definitely, if the integrity of the family is at stake now, the father's job might be at stake, and then Wura herself will get arrested. So at the end of it, everything's like a loss. So that was why he decided to arrest her and let the police go ahead with their investigation. That was what he was trying to explain to the children. But obviously the children were not just having any of it. You don't blame them. It's very difficult to see that your mother is being arrested and you cannot be like someone that you feel is a saint obviously isn't a saint. So that was how that part played on. Then we now see Tumini's mother and Femi's mother. Actually, first and foremost, Femi's mother come in, and like she cannot believe that Wura, the person she has taken care of, the person she has been there for, anything Wura tells her to do, she's always doing it. She took her family like her family and all of that. Like she cannot believe that Wura will actually kill Femi. She was just trying to analyze it. That so if Femi knew who killed Tumini's father, that means that was why we actually killed Femi as well. So she was just trying to add one and two together, and she was really, really very sad. Next thing is that we see Tumini's mother and Femi's mother go to the prison and to where Wura is. Wura has been arrested, and then they're just trying to like, Wura, you're shameless, you're a devil. They're just trying to insult her, call her names, basically, like. But you know the funny thing is that Wura did not even budge. Like she just kept insisting, like, I did not do anything, I did not kill Pashegun, I think that was his name, I didn't kill him, that she's innocent and all of that and all of that. Then I think before this whole scene, we see that the mine has been closed because Jeje was trying to say, oh no, what is happening is not true, that they're just trying to frame her auntie up, and then the workers in the mine were not having, they almost started the fight. So the best thing was to just shut down the mine at that point in time. So we now see Wura, who has been arrested, trying to see how she can get her way out of the prison, still using this police guy. And then she now tells the police guy as well, the police guy has to do something about it, that she needs to get out of there. The police guy tries to say, see, the evidence against you, they're just too much, that he doesn't know what to do. And then trust Wura, and Wura always have a way to blackmail anybody and everybody as far as she wants to get what she wants to get. And then she tells him that if you don't do it, oh, your child will be dead, all of that, you know, there's all those threats here and there. So the police guy decided to do what he thought was right in his mind, and now decided to send somebody to go and kill Wura. In my head, I'm like, first and foremost, how can you be sending Elena to go and kill Wura? Like, the way that whole scene did not just make any sort of sense, if you ask me, because if you want to kill somebody, you have to send a professional. But the way the girl went about it was, I was like, I said, even myself, that I know I've not done anything criminal, like, you cannot just kill me like that. You just hold my, that was really unprofessional, if you ask me, at that point in time.
Who sent you? Who sent you? Who sent you? Talk on, be gone.
So at the end of the day, Wura was able to overcome her, and I don't know whether Wura killed her or anything, but Wura was able to get an answer from her. Wura was asking who sent you, and then she went ahead to say, okay, this police officer sent me. Then when the police officer came in, the police officer was like, why would she be trying to kill you, trying to pretend? Now Wura down slapped him and I said, what do you think? If you try this next time, you're going to die, and your son is going to die, and also your wife will be dead as well. So now what's next? Now what is the way forward? Also, Wura's children are also blaming Jeje and saying that it's Jeje that actually killed Baba Shegun and not the mother. That the mother is just trying to cover up for Jeje. Basically, anything, any one and two would always add up in anybody's mind at that point in time. So they're trying to accuse Jeje. Meanwhile, Jeje has already stood up against his brother-in-law, that is Wura's husband, saying Wura's husband is a weakling, Wura's husband is this. I'm just happy that Wura's husband was able to drive him out of the house, because you cannot be in my house and then you have the audacity and the guts to be talking to me like that. As it does not make any sort of sense. So I'm happy that he was able to send him out of the house with immediate alacrity. So he is now out of the house, and then his children are now trying to accuse Jeje for being the one that killed Pashego and Femi and all of that. Well, next thing now that we are seeing is that Wura and that police officer are now trying to turn the ball around. They're now trying to say, okay, it is Jeje that actually killed Pashego. My head are like, is this how they want to twist this thing now? Like, I'm just imagining how the outcome will be at the end of the day. That's what they're trying to do. So I don't know how this is going to pan out. Even the Jeje himself, remember that some weeks ago, some episodes ago, Jeje was actually the one that found that letter that Femi gave to Wura's son. and now he's actually trying to doctor that letter. He's trying to rewrite the letter to suit the whole case scenario. Basically, he was saying that, oh, according to the letter, Femi was saying, oh, that he made bad deals, and so he was going to the mine so that the Wura would be able to help him out and help Femi out. So she's just trying to twist the whole, or in short, change the whole letter that Femi actually sent to or gave to Wura's son. So I don't know how this is going to play out at the end of the day. He is planning his own, not knowing that his sister and the police officer are actually planning to give him out. So I don't know how this is going to pan out at the end of the day. I just hope that the husband does not budge. I want Wura to face the law. Wura cannot escape this, if you ask me. Like, she cannot escape it. She needs to be arrested. She needs to face the law. And for the minors, I don't know how they are going to cope. I even forgot to even say so. That guy that was actually liking to Minnie and all of that, I think the police officers actually want that police officer and Wura were planning to kill Tumini, because that is like the main how do they even say that thing? The main what's the name they call it? The main witness. Yes, the main witness. So they're trying to get rid of Tumini. So that guy has now asked them Tumini out, and Tumini is like, no, I'm not interested. I see you as a brother, all that. So he's actually hot, and he decides to relocate out of that state. So on relocating, Tumini saw him and are like, why are you relocating? Like, are you a coward? Is it because I said no, you now want to relocate? What about your friends? What about your family? First and foremost, you didn't even tell me you were going and all of that. So Tumini got angry and walked away. On her way out, that is how they tried to kidnap or kill Tumini. So they wanted to make it seem like it was a kidnap. By the end of the day, the guy was able to, Tumini too was also strong enough to fight them, and then the guy too came and also helped out. Then they stabbed the guy, and in my head, this is another scene that I don't even understand. You stabbed the guy, and then you had the power, the strength to take him from where they stabbed him to the house. Nobody saw you to help you. It was when you now got to the house, you were now calling somebody to come and take the guy to the hospital. Like, make it make sense. Like that particular scene. See, I love the movie, but at least, even as I love the movie, I'll still have to knock out certain things. Like, nobody saw them, nobody could even help them, take them to the hospital. All of that, nah. That was an epic fail, if you ask me. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this week's episode. I might have jumped one or two things because I'm actually trying to hurry up with this video. I need to be somewhere right now. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this week's Wura. I'm just so happy that people love this movie. For it to be on Netflix, I don't know whether the producers will actually think it's true, but I think it's Netflix worthy, if you ask me. So let me know. I've said this before. Let me know what you think about this week's episode of Wura in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified if I make a post, and bye.